Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to Fate Zero. Today we will be watching episodes 18 through 21. Um, I'm super excited to jump back in. I mean, I didn't watch the last episodes but like 30 minutes ago, but that's not the point. I've been really enjoying Fate Zero, especially these last four episodes, man. Those last four episodes were crazy. Um, and it had a lot of the stuff that I've been wanting to see from Fate Zero. I think these episodes will slow down a little bit. I said at episode 17 I thought stuff would slow down, and then Tokyomi bit the dust. But for real this time, I think stuff's gonna slow down a little bit because there's only four servant master pairs left, and there's 8 episodes, and two of those survive. Um, or like at least two, you know. I'd assume only two servants survive, but more masters could survive, whatever. But with 8 episodes left, I can't imagine they're gonna rush into yet another one. Um, but so I think it's gonna slow down a bit. Um, but if like, I'd assume we're gonna get to a fight sequence, like a big one, at some point in these 4 episodes. And if we do, I could see it being Berserker over Ryder. I think Ryder is going to make it to the end almost, right? I think the three kings will all be there, right? That almost feels like it'd be a missed opportunity if they weren't, right? Having the three kings, like having their political kind of personal belief debate, because they really do have very different beliefs. Just they're all fundamentally different, and having these three kings that are larger than life all kind of duking it out at the same time, I think that would be awesome. And I think it would work really well thematically. So I feel like they would probably leave those three for last. So I suspect Berserker's up next, and we'll probably be seeing that soon. Anyways, as a reminder, we are watching the Blu-ray edition for those of you who are syncing along. So if you have access to it, pull that up. I think Netflix has the Blu-ray, at least in the USA. Um, but we're gonna go ahead and begin the countdown. We go down from 5 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Where the heck are we? Is that Kiritsugu? Carrie. Oh, this boy Carrie. Yikes. Oh, that little grin. Oh boy. He's going for it. That boy insane. He's a daredevil, huh? Okay, but for real though, where is he? Oh, that boy different, he said. I don't know. What is the name of the island? Ah. Okay. On some random island called Alimango. I'm lucky, just trying to feed her sick mother. His mansion? Bet they got that place on the cheap though. That seemed like it hurt. What are they to each other? Yeah, not quite. Brother, who is that girl? That boy looks tired. Oh, okay. That's one way to use magic. That's a dangerous question. So who exactly is Shirley? She gonna take a fat L? Maybe that's what changes Kiritsugu? Nah, you're trash. That'd be brutal. Oh, it actually is not fat no. Oh, because it's too early, not because he's trash. It literally look at his face. He looks so tired, man. Poor Kiritsugu. Surely gonna die for him or something. Yikes. Villager really does not like that house and his dad. Yeah. Stopping the flow of time locally is pretty amazing. I feel like that was not the intended use, but I mean, alright. So what is Shirley just like some random village girl that's working there? It seems. Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, she knows about magic, so like I doubt it, but oh boy. Oh boy, a mad scientist. Can't actually label him a mad scientist yet, but oh, yikes. I'm still confused as to who Shirley actually is to Kiritsugu, but I'm sure we'll find out. I don't know. probably not that important. Like, you'd assume brother and sister, but that was my first assumption, but I don't know. Some of their word choice has me doubting it. I doubt cold blooded mage killer is his answer here. Secret? Bro, what? Maybe he did plan to be a mage killer from the start. She's guaranteed dead, right? Like, so many flags, bro. That's some blush. No, not brother sister. They're like a romantic interest or something. Is that why he was bothered so much when they called them, like, somebody called him the younger brother or something? Nah, I was blowing up the river, bro. Uh-oh. Something's about to go down. I don't know, but it's not good, bro. That red sky? Boy. Everything's about to be red. Flames. I am very worried for Shirley, though. Do not go to... Bro, you're not going to like what you see. Oh, they balling? Bro, you should not have gone here. This is gonna end bad. Nah, don't you dare. Uh-oh. This is gonna be bad. I got a gut feeling. Literally, I can feel it in my gut. This is gonna go bad, bro. Gonna see something he does not want to see. Uh-oh. He kicked something. Boy, that's some poison, isn't it? What was that? Oh, no. Boy, what did your dad do? Boy, what? Oh, he's just trying to prove it, and now she. Yeah, this is not a good look. Bro, tell me he's gonna do something stupid like stab her. Oh, that's what she wants. Bro, I knew this was bound to happen. Oh my god! What am I watching? What, he couldn't do it? Oh, that was his dad. Yikes. This boy created a zombie virus. Like, hello? I guess that'd kill my faith, too. What the hell is going on? I forgot what these guys. Executors. That's what they're called. I'm gonna say. Kira's group rolled up. Saved this boy. And the whole incident just got covered up. I'd bet. With the way they're burning things. I told you this village was gonna be red by the end of the day, bro. Maybe they were right about his dad. I mean, these executors obviously clutched up, but ugh. That's what I'd be looking like in COD Zombies. I don't even care. I did that. The cameras were off. Uh, yeah, a little bit. Hello? Maybe. This now's the time for some self interest, but kind of hard when that entire village is burning in front of you. So this boy, like, ooh. They're just trying to cover everything up. I hope this is where we hear neither. Ah, we got like a merc. Oh no, it means a lot. Oh, I know everything. But is he willing to tell? Is that the pile of money being handed to him to tell, or? Oh, he's burning the evidence? You know who's not safe? You. Well, we're. Yeah. You're about to get capped. Like, it's guaranteed. Hmm. So, what is he trying to make these dead apostles, but like more sane? I wonder if he led that merc here. What did he just do? He just shank his dad? Yep. Oh, and uh-oh. First time with a gun too. Well, it certainly wasn't this. That boy, yeah, he's already cold-blooded. Oh my god. He did a little double tap to be sure. That'd do it. So there's Kiritsugu's trauma. Boy, don't throw a loaded gun. Yeah, I mean, hey, this poor kid. And there go the flowers. So he's experimenting with like mini time distortion fields so that he could have unlimited time for his research. That was quite an episode. Um, okay, we got a different outro. I doubt this is permanent, so I'm gonna pay attention. This is a nice song. Well, that was something. Um, hmm. Okay. So the gist of that episode is obviously that Kiritsugu is he was extremely traumatized as a child. Like father, like son, I guess. But I mean, we kind of figured that much. At least like from Fate Zero. Saber was very, very convinced that he had good in his heart, right, for a while, and is using such evil methods to get there because of like that trust being broken, basically. I mean, that's what happened here. His father researched dead apostles, which are essentially vampires. Um, Somebody close to him was trying to do a good thing for him and accidentally became one, and that whole village, like, it basically turned into vampires. And they had to like purify that village because of that. So this is again like sole survivor watching his home burn down. Except he had the added bonus of coming back, finding his dad, and killing him because of the atrocities he had committed. He felt the need himself to. He was so angry, he felt the need to commit this act. Um, I'm not one to compare traumas, but him and Shiro, whew, man, they had it bad. They both had it pretty equally bad, I'd say. That whole sole survivor in a fire thing, they both had that going for them. Um, Goodness. Although, I mean, Shiro, like, I don't know. They had it a little different. Shiro was in the fire a little more than Kiritsugu was. I think the fire was there mainly to symbolically connect him a little more to Shiro with the actual fire, right? And I feel like this adds a nice little layer to him and Shiro's relationship because that woman right on the island, that's who Kiritsugu was to Shiro. If that woman then went and raised Kiritsugu, of course. His savior, right? Except the thing is, it also explains why the survival of Shiro was so important to Kiritsugu. Kiritsugu had been through something like this, right? He had seen his dad commit an atrocity like this, and he hated him so much for it he killed him, right? And whether purposeful or not, the destruction of the Grail inevitably leads to a fire of that magnitude, right? That is killing people, lots of people, and I feel like in his eyes he like basically became his father, right? And in a way, um, and so having being able to save just somebody was so it meant so much to him. And I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of parallels there. I really like that. Was that a really dark backstory? Absolutely, it was. Was the inclusion of vampires kind of weird? Yes, it really was. But overall, I did like the thematic connection with Shiro's backstory there. So overall, I think that was a pretty solid episode. Wasn't my favorite that we've watched, but it was pretty good. All things considered. Um, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to episode 19. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, we are on episode 19. Go ahead and pull up your episode for those of you following along. We're going to go ahead and begin the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I'd imagine this is going to be a more normal episode. Kiritsugu's backstory was nice and all, but wait. It might be more of his backstory, actually. I think it is. Okay. Oh! I kind of forgot about that woman being somebody that we'd already seen before. He is very scared. Origin bullet time. Replaying the scene now that we actually know who this is. Bro, I'm just saying you should have powdered more of my rib ball while you were in there. If I'm in Kiritsugu's spot, alright. It's like this might be another full episode of backstory. Oh. I said I was gonna slow down, this isn't what I expected, but I'm alright with this, all things considered. Blam. Or that. Yeah, you're toast. I don't know who you are or why they're chasing you, but you're done. Okay, and we've gone back again. Natalia Kaminsky. Hey, fair enough. Gotta pay the bill somehow. Boy, you ain't ready. You might think you are. Yeah, that boy got sent back. He's livid. Oh boy, don't be kicking guns around. That boy trying to commit. Boy putting the work in though. Every day. Dang, the world of fate messed up. Why you shoot so many fat dudes? Boy, y'all dead. That was dumb. Yes. Yes, he is. You only stopped one isolated incident, is what you've learned. Maybe he is. Maybe he's. Is he about to. Is he trying to use the Grail to Thanos snap them out of existence? I think he ended up not caring about that rule. He learned that one early. So we're gonna see Natalia get smoked in this episode. Oh, I can't forgive him, huh? But I feel like he's gonna use an origin bullet on this clown. Foolish. And now you're addicted. Not missing him again. Hmm. Was going on a rat hunt. Oh, she's down there. I feel like she's gonna get smoked. I don't know. But this could also just be the. This could just be the. I don't know this character, so they're. I feel they're dead. It could also be the. It'd be an absolute shaping moment. Like, I guess it'd be pretty tragic for Kiritsugu. So I'm willing to bet. No, guess not. Guess they did it. It's gonna be like a decoy or something. I wouldn't have shown that if it was that easy. Uh-oh. Yep, it was never gonna be that simple. Oh no. Well, yikes. Well, it looks like you better prepare. Boy, you better find a way to prepare, I'm just saying. He knows what's about to happen, it seems. Didn't want him getting sentimental, I guess. I'm feeling that's the last words they're gonna say to each other. Did he actually get out? Oh, for the moment. It's not gonna be good. Hmm. Great. Well, I hope you got like a machine gun. I really hope we don't see this literally crash and burn. We're taking some responsibility. This is gonna go tragically wrong. I hope this doesn't go tragically wrong, but like my soul says that it will. Was that unplanned, bro? I hope you knew that boat was about to stop. Was that bee gonna get through a small hole or something? I mean, you murked your dad off rip. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way you had too little potential. Yeah, this is the one like most likely to not guarantee your happiness. I'd probably not. You're not quite happening here. Like he's the one who deprived his chance for that, but bro, what is that? This the inevitable I'd like to leave or something? No? Okay. This was a after this job I'm out. Yep, those words, you're dead. I'm sorry. Literally, what is he doing? Like it feels like he's setting up to like blow that thing out of the sky or something, but yep, yeah, it's over. You're toast. He is setting up. Wow. Is he literally about to shoot that thing out of the sky? Bro, ain't no shot. He's gonna hit a bird. I'm failing to understand. Is he trying to make sure that those never got to the airport? That's my best guess. Trying to contain that disaster. And you better hope all those bees die if that's your goal, bro. Like, just smiled, bro. About to say, I killed your mother and father figure. He's, yeah. Yeah, I figured that was the issue. Well, you better hope all those bees died. He's still talking to Shirley after all these years. What is going on in his head? God, man. Not this. Jeez, man. Bro, Kiritsugu had it rough, huh? Oh my god. Killed his father and mother figure. Himself. Jeez. For the most obvious twist ever, it kind of hit. I gotta be honest. I mean, I knew it was coming, but jeez, man. And this song really is very, very good. Kind of sad there's no animation to this outro. This is actually so good. All right, so another flashback episode of Kirit, or like another episode of Kiritsugu's backstory, and man, he had it rough. There's no other way to put it, really. I think that one of the main takeaways from this episode is it's a clear. Well, first of all, okay, there's two main things. It shows Kiritsugu's mental state very, very clearly, right? How important having like Natalia was to him, and how damaged he is by his failure to kill Shirley when he had the chance. Um, in his eyes, if he had done it when she asked, that village was saved. Um, and he could have averted that tragedy. And I hadn't even considered that, but like I feel like that's another layer to like the whole like Shiro, right? Shiro's tragic backstory and Kiritsugu's tragic backstory being so similar in a lot of ways. But the difference is that Kiritsugu, in his eyes, he could have prevented his, and like he caused that, and so then he is like almost overcorrecting, right? I guess now we're getting into his mentality. We'll talk about his mental state later, whatever. Um, he's like almost overcorrecting and now doing anything to avoid a tragedy again like that, such as killing his mother figure, right? Or he killed his father figure, he killed his mother figure, right? In Natalia, father figure, his actual father, but you know, killed Natalia after all those years together, and training and a sentimental speech because he was worried about what would happen if she landed, about the amount of lives that could be lost, you know. And in his eyes, the one sacrifice was worth it, right? And because he wants to prevent something like this from ever happening again, so bad. Because I mean, you even heard him say like when he killed his dad, he thought these tragedies would end, but they're happening everywhere, right? And like he clearly wanted to stop these tragedies, right? And then that just adds another layer of why, what happens at where, like, at Shiro's like neighborhood, like where he lived, where that fire broke out, right? What happened there? In his eyes, that's another tragedy Kiritsugu caused, and he was only able to save one person, but that person really saved him because it wasn't a tragedy that nobody survived, right? At least somebody managed, right? I'm really actually liking the layers added here. Just they're actually quite solid. Especially given the amount of like the length of like an anime like Fate Zero is obviously a lot less than Fate Stay Night's length. I feel like they're so far Kiritsugu is actually a pretty good character. For some reason I was worried. I don't know if somebody had said this. I don't know. I was worried he'd be as flat as cardboard. But I'm actually kind of enjoying him. I like his character. So far. Um, Another thing I wanted to talk about is how clearly mentally damaged he is. I mean, it's obvious, right? But like him talking to Shirley, right? Him breaking down and like what exactly was he yelling there at the end? Like, yeah, like you bastard, like and like crying and yelling, like and he'd be yelling, yeah, like shut up, like shut up, you bastard, right? I feel like he must. He's hearing like, is he like? I think he's hearing voices in his head. Like he's hearing Shirley, he's hearing his father, right? Everything flashes back to that day, and I mean it's quite tragic. It's a good. I'm actually really enjoying his character. I don't know if that's a hot take. For some reason I am under the impression that it is. But so far I'm enjoying I am enjoying his character. These two backstory episodes, I mean they're not exactly what I was expecting when I got back to Fate Zero, but I thought they were really good episodes that I've enjoyed. I don't have too much else to say. I feel like besides kind of the layers with Shiro that I pointed, or the parallels with Shiro that I pointed out, there's really not that much more to it. I mean, most of the stuff makes sense, right? Like it just kind of adds up. It adds up that, he's had this tragedy happen to him, and it explains why he's so like cold and willing to sacrifice others if for other like he's willing to sacrifice one for others, right? Or a group for the sake of many others, right? Um I mean, that's just who he is, right? And it makes a lot of sense how he got there. We saw why he's like that, and now we've seen the biggest example of it. Really, like up until like I guess probably the end of the story. Well, even then, it's not quite like this. They're different, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of it's kind of self-explanatory. This boy got trauma. Uh, he needs therapy. But anyways, I enjoyed the episode, but let's go ahead and jump into episode 20. I After two full flashback episodes, we got to get back to like the actual series now, right? Like the current timeline, right? I'd imagine we will. Either way, I really enjoyed like these past episodes. Don't get it wrong. I thought these really helped flesh out Kiritsugu's character quite a lot, actually. But yeah, let's go ahead and go over to episode 20. All right, episode 20 is pulled up. As always, if you're watching, go ahead and sync your video up. Ideally, that is the Blu-ray version. But let's go ahead and begin the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, back to modern day. Worth noting that Kiri knows the location of this place, so it wouldn't be that crazy to expect an assault, actually. Didn't she promise not to tell Kiritsugu? The worst part of the last two episodes is being robbed of this twice. Whoa, hello? What just happened? What was that? I'm gonna check the timer because it might have broken the sync. I think we're good. Oh, that's what that is. It's Kiritsugu's past. That makes sense. Wouldn't that be nice? I really do love this OP. I say it every time, but I don't care. Dang, you thought he just abandoned you? Well, I guess that's fair to assume, but what is that? The sheath? Yep. Is that just gonna kill her, not having that thing? It's quite possible, probable even. I mean, yeah. It's a homunculus built for the purpose of this war. And she got some semblance of happiness because of Kiritsugu. Yeah, he'll be right on that. I'm still gonna need to see the actual. Is I hope the actual reason is literally just that the Einsburn family would not let him anywhere near Ilya. Oh, she'll be in this country one day, don't you worry. Bro, that's the type of moment where I would have been like, you too. Just out of nervousness. Oh, boxing Ryder first. Yeah, about that. Kiritsugu and Irie's whole relationship is so tragic. Why you say a word? They shopping, that's why. It's actually a Galaxy Brain play to actually a Galaxy Brain play to go shopping and not be home. You know. Oh, you know what it means, but I wouldn't instantly think of that either. Dang, he's shoveling it down. Smart. Good time to leave the house, bro. I mean, that's true. I'm guessing he took an injury. Yeah, Reality Marble will do that. What, does he have not have enough mana? I guess. That's fair. It was interesting. Boy, wrapped up like an egg roll right now. It's hard to take him serious. That place even real? That he could actually see if it ever existed. To what? In his eyes, Okeanos was the end of the world, or like the end of the earth. I mean, it'll materialize without a doubt, but yeah, he has. I think Saber agrees, so Hmm. It's personal. He seems awfully sure that his path is the only right one. One of my main problems with him, I guess. Oh, wait, what's going on? Just like Karya's dream. Yep. We still don't know who this is. I think we're about to get the name reveal. The heck? Ugh. Her image is my shame. Look, get out of here. Ugh. What did he just do? I don't think he wanted that, bro. That's the last thing he wanted, man. This poor dude. Goodness. Oh. So she is to Kiritsugu what he was to Natalia. Yeah, seems about right. Jeez. I did not expect this backstory from Maya. That's not much of a reason to follow. That's actually not a bad point. So it's just like pure trust. Jeez. What, for Ilya to be happy? No? Wow, okay. Yeah, it's hard to tell you. And it sure will be. This this is so. I wish Ilya had had that privilege. I feel like that doesn't matter to her at this point. I do agree she should forge her own life, but she said it herself. She's probably not going to survive. Oh, yikes. Archer's finish. Archer's about to skunk somebody, aren't they? Or is that Ryder? It is. Uh-oh. Yikes. Smoked. Well, she wasn't wrong when she said she wouldn't live much longer. I mean, she knew she wouldn't live much longer. I think she accepted this long past. Yeah, it's gonna be extremely hard for Kiritsugu. And that'd be nice. I wish. I'll hold out hope, but it's not likely. I guess we're dealing with a Rider before Berserker. Not the order I expected it, but hey, it is what it is. Bro, that's cheating. Saber's gonna zoom on that thing. I don't know why the image of Saber on a suit and a motorcycle is so cool to me, but it is. Yeah, she's probably gone, bro. No? Well, at least they can have at least one final exchange. He's going to, bro. You've had. You guys have been working together for so long at this point. Like, he's about to lose Maya and then his wife. This dude gets no breaks. Messed up. That was her purpose, but never get a chance to live for herself. She's gone, bro. Jeez. Return of the Assassin. Wow. I didn't expect another depressing Kiritsugu episode. This boy is down bad right now. Poor guy. We watched back to back to back episodes where somebody incredibly close to him dies. At least this time it wasn't at his hand, I guess. This is a really nice song, I'm not gonna lie. I just realized something. Um I don't know why it took me this long to realize that so you know how in the first ending, right? We watched a recollection of each person's memory, right? And I remember seeing somebody at a lake and saying, "Oh, I mean, Lady of the Lake, Saber, that would make sense." And then Saber's the next shot. So that obviously the first one wasn't Saber. I mean, I don't know. I guess King Arthur was the first thing that popped into my head, but I'm not gonna pretend to have any idea who that could be. It's just I don't know why that just popped into my head as a "you're an idiot" kind of moment, you know? Man. Anyways, the episode itself, whew, there was a lot that happened in this episode. So, hold on, how did it start? Right. So a lot of this episode was um Irie and Maya. It was Irie, Maya, Kiritsugu mainly. Well, there's also a good amount with Ryder and Waver. So we get to see what is presumably one of Kiritsugu's final conversations with Irie, possibly the final one. And she talks about how grateful she was to, even despite being this homunculus, get to experience the happiness she has in the past 9 years with a husband and a daughter, having Ilya, and how she wishes all of the happiness she couldn't have onto Ilya. Now those are tragic words because they don't come true. Uh, not even close. So it was so hard to hear that, man. Like knowing, especially knowing what happens to Ilya, and just thinking about how tragic her fate is. And then it was the same in the conversation with Maya, right? She was talking about herself and how she was just kind of following Kiritsugu's ideals, right? It just became more and more clear she never really had her own life. I mean, locked in that mansion and all, she never got to experience the outside world. And so, I mean, Irie's tragic enough on her own, but she placed all her hopes on her child, and let me see how that goes. And that was just so hard for me to bear, man. So hard to listen to. But another huge thing is, I mean, you got the sheath. I mean, that very well might save his life. Maybe that's how he survives the fire. I don't know. Obviously, he ends up finding out that Tokiomi is dead, and I'm gonna figure he realizes. I feel like there's a good chance he realizes that Archer is alive, and he probably realizes that Kira is the killer too. So he's probably. I feel like it's quite likely he's deduced that Kira has Archer now. Also had Waver going back to those ley lines because Ryder used an immense amount of mana. Like immense. He's like, and he didn't want to rely on Waver's mana because he was worried he might kill him. And he was really worried that he might kill him over something that doesn't even exist, because he kind of thought about it. And I think one of Ryder's big regrets is that he was fighting for a cause that wasn't even real, right? He was chasing Okeanos, which I'm taking is the end of the world, like the sea, like where the sea just ends. And I mean, he got here and he realized the world's round, and he's like, it was never real, right? Everything we fought for. And so he's worried that Waver's going to do the same thing, right? Is sacrifice himself for a holy grail that doesn't even exist, right? Um, and so he absolutely doesn't want him to die over that. But in this conversation, we've seen Waver grow. I mean, he's more willing to talk back, more willing to be on. Well, I think he's always been willing to be on the offensive, but like, I just think he's growing as a character, which is one of the things I've wanted to see for a long time. This scene was. I feel like if I looked into this hard enough, I could figure out exactly who Berserker is. Her image is my shame. Her honor remains untarnished unless I'm forever looked down upon. So this is a hero who was maybe done wrong by another hero, I'd assume. A woman with who was looked at with, all honor. I mean, here's my thing. Like he does. I feel like this is probably like referencing some kind of European legend. I mean, with that armor, did many other cultures? I don't think other cultures really wore that bulky armor like that. And it didn't look like that. That looks like medieval Europe armor. Like, to me, it looks like medieval Europe, and we're talking about a heroic spirit who was done wrong by, in his eyes, at least, he's unworthy of praise. The shadow cast by the light of a heroic spirit. So another heroic spirit. Darkness born of a shining legend. Like, so long as her honor remains untarnished, they're forever looked down upon. I don't know. It's just, to me, it feels like this might be somebody who's connected to Saber. I mean, I don't know Saber's legend well enough to actually tell you who it could be. Honestly, like, I don't know the legend of King Arthur well enough. If I read it like right now, I'm sure I could pinpoint the name. Well, we're gonna get the name in like the next 5, 6 episodes, anyways. So, I don't think I'm gonna stress it, but I'm just willing to bet this is somebody connected to Saber. It really, one of the big things for me is it explains why he is on site with Saber. I keep saying he. Sorry, I just kind of default to that. Why they are on site with Saber, right? Like they were in the middle of a fight with Gilgamesh, and they were like, "Oh, hey Saber, what's good?" Right? It's just like for me. I mean, it's that when you think of a presumably European female who like whose honor remains untarnished, right? I don't know. In this case, I mean, pretty easy to think like Arteria. You know, well, I mean, here's the thing: we're doing Fate. This is Fate, so I guess realistically, they could gender bend any hero they want to, right? And so I don't know. Maybe there's a much more blatant like betrayal or something, right? But also, it was like their shining legend, right? Cast by the light, the darkness born from the shadow of a shining legend. I don't know. Maybe there's a much bigger like kind of betrayal that happens that fits this description. But I just kind of am getting the vibe that this is somebody connected to Saber. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not gonna stress it too much. Have I ever been right about a single servant? I kind of guessed. I kind of guessed King Arthur. Not really. I didn't guess Saber was King Arthur, but I guess there would be a King Arthur. Hercules was revealed like instantly. Um. Oh my goodness, who else? Assassin. That one wasn't even really possible. I did not get Medea. I did not get Medusa. I didn't get Heroic Spirit Emia. Um, I mean, I did before they blatantly say it to you, but like it was so late. That was the reveal, right? I don't know how. I can't believe that I just over my head for so long. What an amazing plot twist. Who's the seventh servant? Who am I missing? Oh, Goblin. You couldn't really guess that one either. They said it pretty early, but I would even the ones I guessed early. I don't think I would have ever really guessed. Um, and in Zero, I don't think I guessed any. I mean, there weren't really any you could guess. You go in knowing three of them, like, and then they tell you who Ryder is really fast. So that's four. We still don't know who Berserker is. I definitely did not guess Lancer. I definitely did not guess Caster. So I'm hoping that I'm at least right about this connection, man. I don't even care about the name. I just want to get one. But Anyways, that dream scene was interesting, and of course we see Karya is given that worm that's been feeding on Sakura for a year. Horrible, by the way. Horrible that Zoken would do that to him, but it might kind of give him a little level up. Um, we get the backstory from Maya before she inevitably gets clapped. I mean, those were such death flags, but at least we got her backstory, I guess, before she died. She was an alright character. She just kind of existed. Her biggest thing for me is she kind of feels like a kind of like what I was saying. Like she kind of is to Kiritsugu what Kiritsugu was to Natalia, except she's the one who died, right? Kiritsugu's the one that lived this time. I feel like that's gonna mess with his mental, right? Hell, there might even be a thing in his head. There might even be like in his head, he might be like, "Yeah, I was the one supposed to die here, right? Like I was, like the one in charge." I don't know. I just loss after loss after loss for Kiritsugu, man. It's not going well for him. But rip Maya. But I guess we're chasing after Ryder now. So I was wrong about my prediction about who we'd fight next, seemingly. But let's go ahead and jump into episode 21. We're getting there, huh? We're getting really close to this ending. Jeez. I'm excited. Just in general. I don't even have too much else to say. I'm super excited for the next episode. I'm super excited to just keep watching this show in general. All right, let's go ahead and pull that one up. All right, episode 21. Go ahead and pull your videos up. Go ahead and sync it. We're going to begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Didn't have too much to say this time regarding the start of this one. I mean, I go box it out with Ryder. Benjamaya, I suppose. She is zooming, bro. The OP is always the most awkward part of an anime reaction because I just want to sit here and vibe to it, but then I'm like, ooh, and I'm kind of sitting there silent for so long. I already really loved this OP, but the more we've seen of this second half of the story, the more I've really enjoyed it even more. I hate that right there. Like the shadow coming out of her, and then you can see Kira getting drowned in it. Just saying. Love that OP. I'll say it every time. I'm telling you, I will. Dang, Saber! She is zooming! You're breaking all the laws. I want to see a police chase. You better Tokyo Drift this thing. Yep. Me. Oh, you driving on the wrong side of the road. This is me in GTA. Oh, yikes. Okay. Different. She's kicking that thing into maximum overdrive. Oh, yeah, she is. That thing's zooming. Boy, just pull the GTA. Just stay away from the roads. Interesting. There's no way you're not just. Yeah. They're just racing. They said, all right, we got to get our aerial combat. We got to get our ground races. Those need to be in Fate, you know? Um, what was that? Hello? Why did it vanish? That thing's gonna break apart. What are you doing? She's really kicking that thing into maximum overdrive. What are you doing? What is this? Hello? What did she just do? That thing gonna fly. She gonna fly with this thing? I. Oh, she what? The wind's pushing them? Boy, that thing better be able to secretly fly. I'm just saying. Literally. I hope you figure out a way to fly with that thing. Like, push up with invisible air. I don't know. Or just be so different that you dodge everything? Okay. I mean, that makes more sense than flying. But this boy kind of disrespectful. Not gonna cap. I really feel like he is constantly underestimating her. Oh, now he kicked it into maximum overdrive. The last thing I think she actually hit a ramp. She hit a mean ramp, bro. No shot. Why would you warn him? Just slice him in the back, bro. He's dead. He's literally. I think he's just dead if you don't say anything there. Oh, they jousting now? Yikes. Oh, who is this? Oh, uh oh. What are the odds? He just double taps this dude as he leaves. Yeah, that was convenient, huh? We, you better hope so. She just gonna give them back? That's stupid, OP. Uh-oh. This is an alliance we don't want. Huh. Oof. Poor Iris. So it's hero that was in like what legends under they say under various names. Never mind. I might be a capper then. The other promise. You'll find his corpse, but unless he somehow didn't die. What's Zoken doing here? Why though? You are something. Nope. There's a 0% shot. This kind of feels disrespectful. This isn't even the real enemy right now, but I guess this is happening. There's no way she thinks she has the time to pull that off, right? It's like, oh, wait, did she? Did he just get smoked? There's. What? Hello? She actually Excaliblasted them? You're. That's. I feel like you choose victory for the Matos, but okay. At the same time, I mean, you're a demented individual, unlike me. I mean, that boy's getting egged on by Zelkin. Jesus. Ugh, that's the last person I'd want to be compared to. Jesus. Did they survive? How? Nothing around them did, huh? Wouldn't she smoke them on an open plane? She's like, "Yep, threat's gone. Back to the drip." I'm just saying, maybe I sound obsessed, but she looks really good in that suit. That boy's, yeah, he's gonna want one for himself. Not a total defeat, but Cherry got smoked. Guess you're walking. Saber just dipped. Like, yeah, I'm not helping you back. Can't be many. Boy's lucky to not be dead already. Yeah, I feel like seeing Tokiomi's corpse is like as bad as it can get for him. You'd be like, ha, I didn't even get the revenge myself. And that's the type of thing that drives a man insane. He's gonna like slump over as he walks in somehow and realize he's dead or something. Yeah, he's gonna. He obviously realized the fact that he hasn't turned around. That would either be like ultimate disrespect, or he knows he's dead. Yeah, this is where he slumps and falls over. Boy's cold. Kira, you are so evil. Oh my god. Oh my god. It wasn't even him. This is the Oh, he's doubling down. He didn't even do it. He didn't even do it, but he doubled down. Is he killing her? I think he's killing her. I can barely see because of the flashes. I really feel like he just killed her. Yep. What are these weird angles? Yeah, he killed her. Oh my god. I told you this was gonna drive him insane. And that's exactly what Kira wanted. Is he gonna give in and say he enjoyed it? Jesus, man. I'm still just. That whole scene. My goodness. Yikes. There it is. Wow. I'm sorry. What? What just happened? Jesus, man. Karya. He gets more and more tragic, man. Hmm. Gary probably still has Iris, though. I mean, I don't know what else would have been done with her, but I wouldn't be surprised if they realized that she is the Grail's vessel. All right. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Arya. Um, wow. So Kirei has he manipulated him into going to that church at midnight for a meeting with Tokiomi, but his body was already there. Right after right after he arrived, Aoi arrived and saw him with the corpse. And she believed that he killed Tokiomi in front of her, right? And first, I mean that's terrible enough, but then the way like they argued and she kept saying he was taking from her, right? And he doubled down even though he didn't do it, right? I guess maybe there was a part of him like, well, I didn't do it, but I wish I could have, so I can't really in good faith be like, oh, it wasn't me. Maybe that was his thought process there. But like he doubled down and was like, listen, he's the one who is taking things, right? Like we wouldn't I wouldn't have to go like we wouldn't have to be going through the things we're going through, you, me, Sakura, right, if it wasn't for him, right? And then she's like, you've never loved anyone. And he's like, I've never loved anyone. I've endured. And you're saying I've never loved anyone, right? I've endured for the one of the people that I love, right? Like like I'm going to I think it's safe to assume that means Sakura, right? I mean, I guess unless he was secretly in love with Aoi, but I'm assuming he means Sakura, right? Like that's got to be what he means, right? And he endured for her sake. He endured literal torture, right? He endured so much suffering, certain death, right? And I can see why he'd snap, right? The revenge was taken from him, and then she comes in, is mad at him, right, for Tokiomi being dead, and claims he never loved anyone. I can get why he'd snap, and without thinking about it, kill her. Um, that was Kirei. Good lord, man, that was vile, and it made that wine so pleasurable for him. He was enjoying every moment of it. He's really coming into his own. Um, wow. That was yikes. Everything about that, and then of course, we had the fight between Saber and Ryder. That ends in an Excaliblast. Um, Waver and Ryder make it out alive, but lose the chariot and have to retreat. I mean, that's a major blow to them. Like, honestly, that chariot was extraordinarily helpful for them, and it's gone now. Now they only have one use of the Ionian. Sorry, I forgot the second word. The Ionian Noble Phantasm, right? The Reality Marble. And, I mean, that's it. Um, Ryder has lost his mount. That's kind of a big deal. Um, so they're in a really bad spot now. I don't know. I like Ryder a lot. But he kind of had it coming, man. He is absolutely so sure that his way is the right way, you know. Um, and was willing to like defeat Saber to make that clear to her, and then try to recruit her. I don't know. I still like him a lot, but I can't say that wasn't coming to him. Um, he only knows part of the story when it comes to Saber. He doesn't know like everything. So I feel like it's just a difference of. I mean, I guess differences of opinion, right? In the Fate universe have so far all been solved by combat to the death. And I guess they are heroic spirits, so it makes sense. Um, but just I don't know. Like I said, kind of had it coming to them. Um, but they're in a really disadvantaged spot now. They got 4 episodes left. Berserker and Rider still are yet to be dealt with. So these next 4 episodes, I'm sure, are going to be quite intense, and I am looking forward to watching them. Man, these last 4 episodes, like I said, I said it when we started, they were slower. They were a lot slower. Um, um, they were quite a bit slower than the last four. Last four were some of the best episodes for me. Um, so far, these ones were solid. Don't get me wrong. There was a lot of interesting stuff that happened, especially in these last two. But just they don't match the level of the last or the previous four to me. But overall, I've quite enjoyed seeing a lot of this build up, a lot of Kiritsugu's backstory, and even adding more to that tragedy with Maya, right, and Iris. Um, and then we had this episode and the I mean, we saw more with obviously we saw more with Karya and Saber's fight with Ryder. What happened there? Um, I don't know. I thought it was really good overall. I really enjoyed it. I feel like we're setting up for the crazy finish. I mean, we know the finish is crazy. We are very, very, very nearly there. One set of episodes left to go. Um, I don't see any reason that I won't be able to record these before I leave, which is very good. Very good. I should be able to get all of my recording done tomorrow. It is 3:40 a.m. right now. So normally I try to leave this stuff out now. I used to talk about like meta stuff like this way too much, but I just want to make it clear that I should. There's no reason that I won't be able to get everything done. I'd say. I should have the time to record tomorrow, as well as render and upload everything before I go. So, look forward to the last episode 4 days from now. And when the next episode comes out, I will actually be back in town. So, look forward to me starting something new pretty soon. After that. But I guess I'll see you guys in 4 days, though. Peace.